Have you ever wanted to know what sensory overload feels like while trying to hold aggro? Hi, I'm Rusty, and I'm a Rusty tank returning to WoW, and I am confused. I logged in for the pre-patch and was immediately overwhelmed with the patented catch players up Blizzard experience. And instead of doing the responsible thing and promptly shut the game down, I immediately went into time walking dungeons. But first I had to look at the settings. It seems like Blizzard actually made audio alerts a thing in game without needing add-ons. So I promptly activated it, thinking no harm could be done, but boy was I mistaken. Unbeknownst to me, I had just enrolled myself into a torture machine designed to make sane people go delulu. Luckily for me, however, I'm already delulu to begin with. I mean, who the fuck would play this game anyway? Spires of Ascension, an old friend. Believe it or not, I have fond memories of Shadowlands dungeons. I was studying to become a pharmacist, and the only other thing on my mind was Keystone Master. That's why I was quickly discouraged when I heard the voice that would haunt my dreams.
Health 100.
I might need sleep medication after this. Anyways, with the voice of Satan's accomplices in my ears, I pulled the first couple of mobs, and I already feel like I'm losing the few brain cells that have survived my day of working at the pharmacy. The continuous pounding of health 98, health 85 was enough to drive anyone mad. As my first dungeon back, and me not used to tanking, I was legitimately not having a great time. Just to highlight how badly the audio system works, watch what happens when I take the Uber to the higher floor.
Health 100. Interruptible cast. Health 100. Interruptible cast. Health 100. Target interrupted. Aggro. Combat end. Aggro. Aggro. Health 93.
This
Health
hurts
100.
my brain.
Aggro.
But I had to log in! I'm tanking my first boss since Shadowlands, and I was anxious. This was just time walking, but with me stupidly using my cooldowns before the boss battle, I could see all the signs pointing to certain death. I got hit with the Wyvern's balls of death multiple times, but I managed to keep my health up. Maybe tanking isn't that hard. I stacked the two bosses on top of each other, and we continued our conquest.
Health 100. Health 96. Aggro.
But no! Kintara took to the skies, trying to flee our grasp. But we do not falter. We will not falter. Fuck yeah, taste my bear paw. Sit down.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Okay, for real, don't shoot me. This isn't an M+ yet, and roots are irrelevant to this kind of content. But I feel vindicated. I could most certainly do this. After a bit of a walk, we arrived to another pushover of a boss fight, where nothing in particular went wrong. Nothing at all. Now watch this sick dodge. After an entirely uneventful boss battle, we went on another run, and we hit the most difficult part of this dungeon yet. Communication. Seems like it's pretty difficult sometimes. Having gained confidence to survive practically anything, I go ahead and pull. With a stride in my step, I attempt to gather every mob behind this pillar. I just forget to inform my party that I would like to do so, and the spearmen pummel my squishy DPS and healer. After noticing, I finally remember which keybind I had set up to ping, but by the time this had transpired, most of the mobs had died. In an M+ run, this would have expelled Doomforce, definitely taking notes on this pull. Not using incapacitating raw here is like forgetting to counsel a patient on their antibiotics. This is amateur hours. It was clear that the relentless audio assault had me diagnosing myself with acute auditory trauma. Yet, somehow we survived. Finally, it was boss time. Ephirian is one of those bosses where you feel like you just stand and hit a bunch. Wondering what to do, I finally got excited when his main mechanic came around. I got to play with balls. Energy balls. In the end, this boss battle wasn't that difficult.
99.
That is why we quickly skip ahead to the point where we effortlessly defeat Devos' henchman before striking her. She was about to go down harder than my GPA during organic chemistry finals. Her mechanics are simple, don't stand in shit, and don't get hit by her spear. But wait, there's more! The intermission phase is one I remember dreading the most. Running this dungeon maybe 100 times back in Shadowlands with random puck groups had me more anxious than waiting for my master's degree results. During this phase you have to collect her balls as you continuously take damage without any means of attacking Devos herself. Once the orbs are collected, you use the spear to hit the boss and she flies down to fight again. The amount of vibes this mechanic has caused is unreal. But I put my faith in my team regardless, as they collected her balls. One guy didn't understand that the balls had to be delivered to the spear, and I felt the panic creep in. Luckily for me, the other guy was an ace shot and we quickly continued through the intermission. At the second intermission, everything was running way smoother and we killed her dead. She's gonna need more than an ice pack and some ibuprofen after that beating. Having now learned a valuable lesson, reading the instruction manual for the audio assist, I heavily modified it as I was still keen on using it. I got into Sanguine Depths to test it out with a new group, and honestly, I kind of enjoy it. The amount of voices was significantly reduced and I feel like I was tanking better than before. That was until I realized I love my spacebar dearly and I'm unable to stand still for more than a fraction of a second. You might quickly realize that I'm having trouble stacking mobs, and that's not difficult to imagine either, because I haven't used Ursul's Vortex once in either run.
What did you say?
The Dragfear healer prescribed me some constructive criticism about making it hard for the mage to DPS. Patient complaint denied. Still, I issue a formal apology for the adverse effects of my tanking.
Rage 100. Casting echoing thrust.
All of these old dungeons really hit the nostalgia for me, so consider this my new prescription. More Rusty tanking content, refills available weekly. I'm RustyShell, the pharmacist tank. Side effects may include second-hand anxiety and uncontrollable laughter.